Throughout 2025, we had long discussions about how deep we should certify the watch to, if at all. We experimented with single O-rings in the crown through to screw-down crowns. We settled on 3 seals for the crown, and it took some laying out. We also wanted an option to do something with the crown end, so we came up with a 2-piece design. And a little tip, if you're thinking of doing this exercise, you should read this handbook, all 150 pages of it. Machining the external grooves in the insert wasn't too difficult, and fortunately we could measure the form of the O-ring on our optical projector. The internal grooves were a little trickier to measure. To check the form, we had to section sampled components throughout the batch manufacture. Of course, the final test before any pressure test would be to get the feel just right, and with a few tweaks of the tolerance, I think we achieved just that. One of the issues we had with the Bezel face seals was that they were difficult to seat, and in the original design the O-rings acted on a chamfer in the watch case. Not a great way to seal, in my opinion. We designed a new groove that holds the O-ring in place. The grooving tool was important to get right. Before we went ahead though, we needed to pressure test the design. Pressure testers over 6 bar can be expensive, so like every other problem we encounter, we solved it in-house and made our own. It was quite a nervy exercise, checking and double checking pressure calculations, then really over-engineering the design. We made a dummy case and bezel. We wanted the metal faces to be flush, so after tightening the case, it was important to measure the thickness of the assembly and compare it against the thickness without the O-rings. Now it was just a case of setting the test assembly in the holder and then popping it in the test chamber. The test chamber is made of aluminium and features an inlet valve, pressure gauge, safety valve and a quad seal. The viewing glass is certified well over the pressures we will be using. The trick is to slowly increase the pressure, and the case should deflect if the seal is good. If the dial indicator resets to 0 during the test, then the seal has failed. We thought 150 meters was a nice round number, but we test to 20 bar at this stage, which is the chamber limit. 15 bar. So that's up to 20 bar. After holding the pressure for half an hour or so, we slowly release the pressure. If the watch for some reason has failed, you have to be careful when releasing the pressure. You should release it very slowly, otherwise it will pop the crystal out. All that's left to do now is to run off the batch.